Hi. Yeah, I know, it's me. I'm pretty much making this video because I didn't like my hair in the video that I filmed with Allison a little bit ago. It's kind of funny because in that video we talked about how the internet for us growing up was kind of like a coping mechanism, and how us being away from the internet is kind of a sign of a kind of healing, or just like being busy with our own lives, mostly the latter. I think I tried to do a little comeback because it was in the thick of kind of like the second wave of COVID, and then I was like, alright, let's make videos again, and then that ended, and then I was like, oh, I have my life back, cool, and then I stopped making videos, sorry. However, I feel like one of the things that kind of inspire me creatively, funnily enough, is AI. I definitely think it's the future for art and writing, pretty much everything, research, sex. Just kidding. I think it's dog shit. I feel like we already live in a time where we have to feel so perfect that now that we have this thing that helps us give this facade that we know what we're doing and that we're quote-unquote perfect, I think it's not good for us. It just feels like, in a way, AI is kind of a sign that we're kind of giving up on ourselves. These days I feel like we're so afraid of looking cringe, when that's like what the internet was for. I spent like a third of my life on the internet being kind of cringe, and whether or not you think that's still the case is up to you. Whether it's AI art or scripts or memes, whatever it is, I feel like it's weirdly inspired me to make things, or to just put something out. Because right now the internet is oversaturated with like the same kind of thing, that I actually now feel like me just talking to a camera is kind of new. And I don't know, it might just be my algorithm, but I actually feel like I've seen an influx of creators, smaller YouTubers, who are just talking to the camera again. It feels refreshing after scrolling through Reels and YouTube Shorts and everything that wants to be everything on every app. It's like I see like a person talking and I'm like, whoa, we don't see this often. Like minimal editing, this is awesome. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like we're all fatigued. I feel like every other conversation I have nowadays is about how we really need to be off our phones. It really feels like the general consensus is that people want to be on their phones less, which is why lately, at least someone who's been on the internet for 20 years. It used to be really not, you used to be lame, like not cool. You used to be looked like a crazy person if you were on the internet for too long. You used to be shamed by your parents for being on your phone. Now our parents are unironically the ones that we're afraid of getting brainwashed on the internet. And there are totally creators nowadays that are able to exist in the landscape of the internet and even make content that seems like maybe more palatable to like a modern audience that I genuinely find entertaining. I just think it's really interesting that I really do see an influx of just people talking to cameras again, to the point where this kind of old school format is kind of refreshing. And I guess that's kind of what I wanted to accomplish with this video. I actually do want to create a lot more polished videos for this channel. Don't get me wrong, this is really nice and familiar to be talking again like this, but I think anytime I've thought about coming back to YouTube, I've thought, well, I'd want to make stuff that's a little more thought out, maybe a little more edited better. I want to give myself like a little more liberty on what I want to talk about or what I want to make videos about. For now, I feel like this is an appropriate kind of return video, or I'm just rambling and talking to the camera. I definitely didn't write anything down for this. I just feel like in today's day and age, we're all kind of yearning to just hear from another person. It's kind of nice to just ramble to a camera again for old time's sake. Okay, thank you.